Hey, this is Paul with Paul's Mobile Homes, and today I'm going to talk with you about some of the requirements for mobile home funding. I am often asked what they are, and honestly, they're different for different lenders. So I'm going to cover it in a general kind of a thing, and you know, some of it won't be right for every lender, but here we go, right? Okay, so I'm going to talk first about the big lenders in the country because there's nationwide companies that make loans on mobile homes. And so these are the big guys. And most of them are looking for a credit score of like 660 or better, something like that. There is one that, will take a lower credit score, 600 up to 650. And they will even do, if you have 35% down payment, lower credit score than that. Now, I'll tell you something that scares all the lenders big time, and that is if you have things in collections. That they're not going to work with you if you have things in collections, because if it's at a collection agency, it means that it's a bill that you had that you didn't pay, and you scored so badly on paying that they gave up and they sold it to a collection agency to see if they could get the money. And the reason that scares lenders is because they think that maybe you're not going to pay your bills. I'm just telling you how they think and how they work and what to look for, right? If you're in the middle of a bankruptcy, they will not do anything with you until you are everything is satisfied with that bankruptcy. So in the middle of a bankruptcy, I know they don't touch you. 600 or better can usually get you a loan. It's got to be a real 600. Oftentimes, some of the ones that that are advertised online they're not accurate, or at least according to the lenders when I talk to them. Somebody says, "Yeah, well, I have a credit score of blah 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 according to this place," and you find out it's 25 points lower. So it's important to have an accurate credit score, and since so many things revolve around credit anyway, it's good to know what your credit score is. I'll tell you another good thing to do about that is look at your credit report. See if there's anything negative in it that might really impact the way a lender might look at you. And understand what they're looking for is, they're giving you a long-term loan for you to pay. They're wondering if you're a trustworthy person. And the way they figure that out is based on the way you've handled credit in the past. And it's the only way they can do that. They can't meet you. They can't talk with you. They can't find out your circumstances or what happened, the extenuating circumstances. So all this stuff doesn't count at all. All that counts is the pieces of paper right in front of them. So you have to know that. That's how that game works. But once you know the rules of that game, you're able to play it a little bit better, right? So that's how those guys work. Now, mostly large banks don't loan on mobile homes in mobile home parks at all. They will loan on mobile homes on their own land, if certain requirements have been met, and then those units are considered real estate. But a mobile home in a mobile home park is like in terms of a legal sense, in terms of property, it's like a car. In other words, it's like chattel, which is, other things that you own that aren't real estate. So they're chattel. And now there are some local lenders that'll sometimes, like some credit unions, will sometimes do loans on mobile homes in mobile home parks. And there's no way I can give you all the information about every little credit union that exists maybe in the whole United States, and I don't know. But some of them, I know one that'll, they'll loan on a credit score of 550. So if you do some digging, you can really find out. But the best thing to do on this is have your credit in at least decent shape, People that call me with a 450 credit score, hoping to get into a mobile home, I don't know of a lender that does that. That's all I'll say. It's good to have your real credit score over 600. And there are some parks that won't loan on a credit score below 600 too. So what are all these people looking for? They're looking for the certainty or the reassurance that they're going to get paid, basically, is what they're looking for. So that's what the credit score is about. That's why they look at that. All the lenders require that you do a down payment. People call me up often and say, how much is the down payment? And I say, I really don't know. That depends on the lender. And the lender's going to look at you and your credit score, and they're going to say, this amount, you know? Like on a $30,000 home, generally, if your score is like 625, let's say, you can get a loan. There is, I know of a company that will do those loans, but they will want to see a 20% down payment from you. And if your credit score is higher, let's say 650 and above, then maybe it's only 10% down payment. 700 and above, sometimes you can do 5% down payment with some of them, right? So it's different. And on each one, you got to learn the rules of that one. And I know this is kind of, because I told you the same thing in another video. It's like each park is different. Each lender is different, you know. But I mean, I can generally help people kind of put things together and figure something out if it's possible. But if you have things in collections, what you need to do first is fix those. Whether you're going to pay them off or negotiate a lower payment and or a lower level of debt and then make payments, you know, whatever you're going to do. But take care of that first, because you're not going to get too far with the lenders when you have something in collections. Hope this helps. Have a great day. This is Paul with Paul's Mobile Homes.